And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic. Feel like we're running out of options. It seems like, and it's so toxic. Feel like we're running out of options, and it seems like technology can't solve the problems. And it seems so toxic. And it's so toxic. Seems like we're running out of options. Seems like we're running out of options. And honestly, technology can't solve the problems. And honestly, technology can't solve the problems. Can't solve the problems of all these nations from digital domination. The propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize, now your freedom compromised by AI and aliens, nanomachines, and the vaccines that you're taking into your bloodstream, while big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. And it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology can't solve. honestly, technology technology couldn't solve the problems, and honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems faced by the nations, faced by the nations from digital domination. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems of domination. Couldn't solve the problems of digital domination, sweeping across the nations. and honestly, technology, and honestly, technology. All right, I think, I think that is it. Oh my damn! I'm gonna have to rewrite this outside this pad, but I need to count these bars. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Seems like that's 16 bars right there. Did I get the 16 bars? Woo! Let's see. I really need to be having more that iPad almost charged up. Kiki Benny. Yeah, I'm assuming figures, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and inject pesticides. Didn't make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use the fluoride to calcify your third eye and try to lead you blind so they can't control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom compromised by AI, aliens, nanomachines, and vaccines that you're taking into your bloodstream. A big pharma keep on breaking in, putting your profit that they put back in their pockets. But I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. And honestly, out of options. may not go right. Gotta do a little better. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. And I see the world, and I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. So I might have to take that breath right there. Yeah, yeah. Nano machines in the vaccines that you're taking in to your bloodstream. Our big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic. Feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, couldn't solve the problems. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. And honestly, technology Pac did, and it's so toxic. Feel like we're running out of options. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. Feel so toxic, like we're running out of options. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. Technology couldn't solve the problems. Digital domination sweeping across the nations. And digital domination sweeping across the nations. Yeah. Plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. Technology couldn't solve the problems. Digital domination sweeping across the nation. I'm a human being, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and injected pesticides. It'll make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use the fluoride to calcify your third eye. Mind so they can control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom compromised by AI and aliens, nano machines, and the vaccines that you're taking in to your bloodstream. My big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can back in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems of digital domination. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems of digital domination sweeping across the nation. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. I gotta look this word up real quick. Did I just pull? Yep, I just pulled the charger out. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems of the digital domination hegemony. The digital domination hegemony. Hmm. Well, I guess I'm not finished. I don't like that last bar, and I'm gonna have to change it somehow. And I'm thinking of a word, and it won't fit really. Problem, hegemon. Nah, I don't know. That's a stretch. I'm stretching it real hard right there. Trying to. That is a major stretch. Oh, I never plugged this phone back in. Oh, ouch. Because I forgot to put this on the charger last night. So now that shit is almost dead. Alright, I did write one new bar this morning. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. Honestly, technology couldn't solve the problems. Digital domination. Some of you, digital domination, life's assimilation. Digital domination, life's assimilation.
Kiki Benny.
Digital domination, life's a simulation in a world full of NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news. Damn, in a world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles and fake faces, prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. That might work. That might work. Digital domination, life's a simulation in a world full of NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles and fake faces. Fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in a world full of NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles and fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in a world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles and fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. I'm a real human, but they trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts, emphasize the lies, GMO, water, food, and inject the pesticides. It'll make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use fluoride to my third eye. And they try to put your mind so they can put your mind up again specifically. I'm tired of night, you know, compromise like the eye. Then you should get a vaccine, taking it into the bloodstream and rich on me, and breaking it, cleaning it, profit, they make it back in their pockets. And paying the price, they can see the world like pocket. Sometimes they like it's running out of options. Honestly, technology puts us on problems. Graphic design real quick. So we're writing right now, and then we're gonna do some graphic design, then we probably try to get into some painting in a little while. I'm a human being, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and inject the pesticides. It'll make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use the fluoride to calcify your third eye. And they try to leave you blind so they can control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom's compromised by AI and aliens, nanomachines, and the vaccines that you're taking in to your bloodstream. While big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a pocket, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic that like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problems being digital. Honestly, technology couldn't. Well, I could get down to the last fucking bar, yo. Wait a minute. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problems of being dominated. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problem of being dominated by the global hegemon. And honestly, technology couldn't solve our problem of being dominated by the global hegemon. I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problem of being dominated by the global hegemon. And honestly, technology couldn't solve the problem of being dominated by the global hegemon. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smile on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smile on fake faces, fake food and news. Fake food, fake news, fake smile on fake food, fake news, fake smiles on fake faces. I think that's too many fakes. Fake food and news, fake smile on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Being dominated by the global hegemon. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problem of being dominated by the global hegemon.
Kiki Benny.
I'm a human being, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and inject the pesticides. It'll make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use the fluoride to calcify your third eye. And they try to leave you blind so they can control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom's compromised by AI, aliens, nanomachines, and the vaccines that you're taking in to your bloodstream. My big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and it's so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problems of being dominated by the global hegemon, man. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs, fake faces, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, life's a simulation in the world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. I'm a human being, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand their enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and inject the pesticides. It'll make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use the fluoride to calcify your third eye. And they try to leave you blind so they can control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom's compromised by AI and aliens, nanomachines, and the vaccines that you're taking in to your bloodstream. While big pharma keep on raking in plenty of profits that they can pack in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did, and this is so toxic, feel like we're running out of options. And honestly, technology couldn't solve our problems of being dominated by the global hegemon. Yeah, digital nation, world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, this world is simulation. With NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Digital domination, this life's a simulation. Fake news. It's almost there. Almost got it. I'm a human being, but they really trying to digitize my whole existence just to expand the enterprise. They delete the facts and emphasize the lies. GMO, water, food, and inject the pesticides. And then make you start to cry when you finally realize that they use a fluoride to calcify your third eye. And they try to leave you blind so they can control your mind. Propaganda specifically designed to hypnotize. Now your freedom compromised by AI and aliens. Now the machines and the vaccines that you taking into your bloodstream. A big pharma keep on raking in, blending your profits that they get back in their pockets. And I ain't a prophet, but I see the world like Pac did. And it's so toxic, feel like we running out of options. Honestly, technology couldn't solve our problems of being dominated by the global hegemon. Digital domination, life's a simulation. In a world filled with NPCs and fake agents, fake food and news, fake smiles on fake faces. Prepare to fight the war, get ready for acclamation. Okay. So we did that. Alright, we did that part. I feel like I should almost share that with my homie, yo. How can I do that real quick? Let me see. About to do some weird shit.
Alright, let me see something. How come I can't find my, what the hell? Where is it? Oh, okay. So I'm waiting to do it that way. So maybe if I do it this way. Oh damn, you know what? I just got hungry as hell. Before I do anything else, I might need to go grab some breakfast. Yeah, I gotta go grab something to eat. I'm just grab some yogurt and granola, I guess. Turn that off. It's been kind of rainy all morning. Instead of milk and cereal, I got yogurt and granola. Same thing. Same thing. Just a little more chunky. that banana up in there. Now you're doing something. Mm-hmm.
Compilation. Make sure to like this video so it's recommended to others, and don't forget that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
Exposing Taco Bell. How nasty it is. These are the twists that y'all love so much. These sit back here for weeks, and then we just put them in them bags when we feel like it. See this? See this? This is the beef that y'all love so much. These tacos. This is how it looks. We don't even cook it. It's all boiled. The chicken, ew. The steak, ew. The chips, ew. The sauces, ew. Blow this up and I'm making a part 2.
Dude, that's why I don't eat out as much anymore. I swear the quality of fast food has gotten worse and worse. Every time I go out, I get sick. So I try not to eat out as much anymore. Plus, it's bad for you.
I promise, this is going to completely blow your minds. This American guy goes into a coma, and when he wakes up from it, he can't understand what the people around him are saying. And when he starts to respond, he can only speak in Swedish. Not only that, but he has a completely different identity. He quite literally woke up from this coma as a completely different person. Check it out.
This is 61-year-old Johan Ek from Sweden. At least he thinks he is. His name is actually Michael Boatwright, an American Navy vet. In February, Boatwright woke up in this California emergency room in a Nordic state of mind, only speaking Swedish, unable to recognize his own face or even his son. Visibly emotional, he spoke to the Desert Sun through a translator.
That's the name I knew that I had, Johan Ek.
Police say Boatwright was found unconscious in this Palm Springs Motel 6, along with 4 forms of identification and a cell phone.
The cell phone, it contained several phone numbers, all of which were phone numbers from the country of China.
My dude speaking Swedish was in a coma with nothing but Chinese phone numbers. I'm gonna say this dude is probably a spy. There's no way he's not. That's a spy, right? They came out of nowhere. That would make a...
He hadn't seen his former girlfriend since 1984, but Michael Boatwright is hoping his trip to Sweden could help in his bid to remember a lifetime of lost memories. Found unconscious in a California motel room in February, he came round speaking only Swedish and believing his name was Johan Ek.
I was shaking like I'd had an epileptic seizure. It wasn't, but I was shaking like hell. I didn't know where I was or who I was. Then suddenly a nurse came asking, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I said, "What are you saying? I don't understand." The next day they showed me my ID card. I couldn't recognize the man on the card. Then I looked in the mirror and started to cry. I didn't recognize myself. Who's that? That's not me.
Doctors say the condition can be triggered by physical or emotional trauma, but Mr. Boatwright still has no idea why he fell ill. Having lived in Sweden in the 80s and 90s, the Vietnam War veteran has returned in search of clues.
I'm B5, too confident. I don't need your compliment. You killed this. I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment.
Bizarre medical mystery out of Palm Springs. Navy veteran wakes up one morning speaking only Swedish. No memory of his past. Doctors have been trying to figure out exactly what's behind the transformation, and ABC's Rob Nelson has all the details. This is 61-year-old Johan Ek from Sweden. At least he thinks he is. His name is actually Michael Boatwright, an American Navy vet. In February, Boatwright woke up in this California emergency room in a Nordic state of mind, only speaking...
Well, that was a real news thing. That's crazy. Never heard that story before. That is wild.
My dude speaking Swedish was in a coma with nothing but Chinese phone numbers. I'm gonna say this dude is probably a spy. There's no way he's not. That's a spy, right? They came out of nowhere. That would make a good car insurance commercial.
Oh my God. They better get up. They're going to hit the power lines. Oh my God.
Tell me why I thought it was a wave. For the longest time, I thought it was water, man.
My husband almost got deleted today. He put on his weighted vest for extra cardio while cutting the grass. Someone saw him and thought he had a bulletproof vest on, so they called the cops on him.
Hi, supposed to meet Antonio?
I'm sorry?
I'm supposed to meet Antonio here?
Oh, Antonio. The stop's on that side. Here, I can call.
Let me tell you something real quick. Cops are here. They had a call down behind with a bulletproof vest.
Oh, it's a weighted vest.
You might want to tell them.
Okay.
They're right here. I would
You
work out? Yeah. I don't know if I'm completing. I don't know if I'm
What, dude? This is absurd, man. Some Karen was gonna get this man turned into Swiss cheese. I feel like this is exactly how my nightmares look. I'm gonna have to pass on that, man. It looks terrifying.
Waking up seeing the ocean at your bedroom windows.
Oh my God. The fuck is this? Children in the corner?
say something? It doesn't have to be like this.
Children of the Corn.
Increase your profit and work less time with Kittl, a genius new AI tool which is perfect for print on demand. You can conquer any niche.
I'm sending this video to the leasing office because my windows don't even hold back rain.
There's this document I call the Eagle 2 document. It purports to be from the Federal Bureau of Investigation to Senator Edward Kennedy, classification top secret, written on July 7th, 1989. During the tenure of Richard Helms as director of the Central Intelligence Agency, decisions were made by the director with implied approval of the Oval Office to draft a blueprint and put into motion a plan by which the CIA could have as much funds as and when needed without the knowledge of Congress. The 5 experts picked were Edward Lansdale, who ran the CIA activities in Vietnam, William Colby, who was put in total command of the blueprint operation when enacted, George Bush, who asked to receive approval to have his top aide Richard Armitage to be brought aboard, and Lieutenant Colonel Robert Ferreira, a top CIA asset. The master plan called for the CIA to enter into the smuggling business in total and complete fashion. General Lansdale would handle all the distribution network and collection services within the military in Vietnam. See, this is why all veterans came back addicted to heroin, because they were sold it by the CIA. The operation was given the name Eagle 2. Here's where it gets crazy, folks. Before the operation was really off the ground, Colby started his phase of elimination of dissidents, and he did so under the codename of the Phoenix Program. Colby became insane with his power, and before he was finished with Phoenix, over 20,000 suspects were executed, and over 2,500 U.S. citizens were accused by Colby of being collaborators. Vietnam, William Colby, who was put in total to Senator Edward Classification top secret, written on July 7th, 1989. During the tenure of Richard Helms as director of the Central Intelligence Agency, decisions were made by the director with implied approval of the Oval Office to draft a blueprint and put into motion a plan by which the CIA could have as much funds as and when needed without the knowledge of Congress. The 5 experts picked were Edward Lansdale, who ran the CIA activities in Vietnam, William Colby, who was put in total command of the blueprint operation when enacted, George Bush, who asked to receive approval to have his top aide Richard Armitage to be brought aboard, and Lieutenant Colonel Robert Ferreira, a top CIA asset. The master plan called for the CIA to enter into the smuggling business in total and complete fashion. General Lansdale would handle all the distribution network and collection services within the military in Vietnam. See, this is why all veterans came back addicted to heroin, because they were sold it by the CIA. The operation was given the name Eagle 2. Here's where it gets crazy, folks. Before the operation was really off the ground, Colby started his phase of elimination of dissidents, and he did so under the codename of the Phoenix Program. Colby became insane with his power, and before he was finished with Phoenix, over 20,000 suspects were executed, and over 2,500 U.S. citizens were accused by Colby of being collaborators, and they vanished. That was too close to all being made public, so Helms, who in the meantime had formed a totally strong relationship with Baron Philip Daphne, who represented the real capital of the world, the Rothschild Empire, decided to stop Operation Eagle 2 and start another clandestine money-making operation and leave Japan. Baron Daphne, by the way of information, later took complete control of the international organization, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, headquartered in Paris, France. So this is how the deep state works. This is how it was formed. This is what we mean when we talk about the intelligence community being international, it being co-opted and actually controlled by people that aren't technically in office of CIA. They're shadow controllers. If you're a guy and your wife just manages all of your money, how are you going to cheat on her? How are you going to go have a nice steak dinner with your mistress if your wife's going to start asking questions about the $200 bill on the next credit card statement? What you need to do is go do a little something on the side to get some cash of your own so you can pay for your nefarious activities outside of the oversight of the money manager.
And these are the exact same people that got rid of JFK because he wanted to get rid of them first. The CIA and the FBI are terrifying, bro.
Here
interested in starting your own faceless YouTube automation channel, but all people do is tell you to go to Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to make rain sound videos, motivation videos, and all this other useless crap that just doesn't work. But all you want is someone to level with you and show you exactly what you actually need to.
It says the deer got longer. Let's see that one more time. Well, I can confirm that deer did get longer.
A man scaling a 19-story burning building in Philadelphia with the hopes of reaching his mother trapped inside.
I'm not just gonna sit there and let my mom. I'd rather risk my life falling than let her sit in there and...
Sometime after 9:30 p.m., Jermaine received a call from his sister saying his 65-year-old immobile mother couldn't make it out of her apartment on the 15th floor. Jermaine rushed to the scene, but police had blocked off the front door. Jermaine let adrenaline take over, climbing the building's fenced-in balconies, wire cutters in hand.
Oh man, why y'all doing me like that? They're trying to make me cry. That's a sweet guy, man. And yes, comments do say he did save her.
His mother was playing with her kid in the grass.
What are you doing, baby?
At the park, just enjoying the day, and then they seen this woman. She would stand and look at her kid. The mom had a bad gut feeling. I told y'all last video about how the moms, y'all get that gut feeling, y'all know, girls in general. And she was staring at this kid like she wanted to grab this kid, take this kid, and leave. So she didn't move spots. And this lady, she kept a distance, but followed them. Put her hands behind her back and looked directly at that kid like she wanted it. The mom was so freaked out by this lady, she pulled out her phone and she started recording this lady. Like, there are people that can't have kids. They have boyfriends, but they just can't have kids. Some of them single. They want kids, but still can't have kids, and they want your kid. Like this lady named Samantha. I don't remember her name because I done this case a while ago. She lived in this apartment complex and she was cool with the neighbors. The neighbors one day invited Samantha over to help her with a dress.
Savannah told her mom that she was getting ready to go to her neighbor's house. She said that the neighbors would like her to try on a dress for them, you know, because they were into sewing and they wanted to hem it. To me, this kind of sounds strange.
Now, around this time, Samantha is pregnant to the point where she can have this baby any second, literally. Like, that water could break. But the neighbor invited Samantha over and helped her with the dress. So once they get inside, Samantha.
But at the same time, I desperately wanted a baby. Like, I don't know. I can't
have a homemade B-section, and this baby ended up living. That's how bad she wanted this kid. Both of them, of course, in jail, but she went to the extreme just to have kids because she couldn't.
Do you know where she is right now? I don't know where she's at. Do you know what happened to her? I have no idea. She left our place shortly after her dad knocked. I didn't physically see her leave our place.
Baby is now older, and this neighbor just played it off so good because she built a connection with Samantha, her family, and it just made Samantha so vulnerable, so open to her that little did she know that this is your last day. We want your kid, so you have to be careful.
As much as I want to believe in aliens and Bigfoot and demons, we have demons in the form of people. Also, why couldn't they just adopt? Like, what the hell, bro?
3 of the most dangerous places you should never go swimming. 1. Lake Karachay. Lake Karachay is located in western Russia. It's also the most polluted lake on the planet. The Russian government intentionally polluted it with radioactive waste back in the days when no regulations applied. The water in this lake is so contaminated that it could kill you in an hour. 2. Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa. Every year, 5,000 people there. The lake has its own weather system, isolated from the rest of the world. The weather can change from clear and sunny to stormy without any warning. If the weather changes while you're swimming, you might not make it out alive. 3. This might look like a beautiful place to swim, but it's actually one of the most dangerous places to swim in the world. It's Bayang Lake in the Dominican Republic, and beneath its surface is volcanic magma. Entering this water can quite simply lead to...
You forgot to mention Crystal Lake, where Jason Voorhees hangs out.
Yeah, Crystal Lake. Oh my goodness.
Florida really is a GT. GTA server, bro. That's crazy.
Did you know there's a plot of land in Appalachia that is so haunted? They have a plaque commemorating getting rid of the demon. And I only know about it because I did so much research for this week's episode, but I literally can't sleep now. So this ill-proportioned man is Adam Livingston. In the 1700s, he was tormented by a poltergeist in his home after he buried a stranger in an unmarked grave on his property. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Legend has it that one night in West Virginia, a traveling stranger came to Adam's place and told him that he was dying. He asked for a priest to be fetched for his last rites, but Adam wouldn't go get one. AKA, his wife was like, please don't leave me alone with this man. So the stranger did, but Adam didn't even know his name, so he just buried him in an unmarked grave in the back of his yard and got back to work. And that's when it just went full conjuring in his home. He came outside to see that his chickens had randomly been... Adam said at night it sounded like there was a horse upstairs, like that's how loud the stomping was. But one night Adam has a dream, and in the dream he thinks he sees the man that can help him. And the haunting stopped after he went and got this man, who ended up being a Catholic priest like the stranger wanted. They blessed the grave, and if you visit you can see where they marked his burial site. For more Appalachian horror, check out this week's episode.
I would have told that guy he needs to go play somewhere else. We don't do that around here. That's too weird of a request. Nobody asks if they can in your house.
Fiberglass window material is impact resistant, warp resistant, and fade resistant, and it's 10 times stronger than Anderson Vibrex. Pella window replacement on sale now.
Yo, what up, man?
Okay, wait a minute.
What the fuck?
I knew it. Yeah, no thanks, bro. I've seen this movie. I know how it ends. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a horror movie. It's called The Menu. It's alright.
The more advances open to her, that little did she know that this is your last day. We want your kid, so you have to be careful.
As much as I want to believe in aliens and Bigfoot and demons, we have demons in the form of people. Also, why couldn't they just adopt? Like, what the hell, bro?
3 of the most dangerous places you should never go swimming. 1. Lake Karachay. Lake Karachay is located in western Russia. It's also the most polluted lake on the planet. The Russian government intentionally polluted it with radioactive waste back in the days when no regulations applied. The water in this lake is so contaminated that it could kill you in an hour. 2. Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa. Every year, 5,000 people there. The lake has its own weather system, isolated from the rest of the world. The weather can change from clear and sunny to stormy without any warning. If the weather changes while you're swimming, you might not make it out alive. 3. This might look like a beautiful place to swim, but it's actually one of the most dangerous places to swim in the world. It's Baying Lake in the Dominican Republic, and beneath its surface is volcanic magma. Entering this water can quite simply lead to...
You forgot to mention Crystal Lake, where Jason Voorhees hangs out. Yeah, Florida really is a GTA server, bro. It's crazy.
Did you know there's a plot of land in Appalachia that is so haunted?
Not alive. 3. This might look...
That is so haunted. They have a...
And beneath its surface is volcanic magma.
I gotta see this next.
Entering this water can quite simply lead to...
You forgot to mention Crystal Lake, where Jason Voorhees hangs out. Yeah, Florida really is a a GTA server, bro.
Oh, hell,
That's
this motherfucker was
crazy.
dancing with a
Did you know
crocodile?
there's a plot of land in Appalachia that is so haunted? They have a plaque commemorating getting rid of the demon. And I only know about it because I did so much research for this week's episode, but I literally can't sleep now. So this ill-proportioned man is Adam Livingston. In the 1700s, he was tormented by a poltergeist in his home after he buried a stranger in an unmarked grave on his property. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Legend has it that one night in West Virginia, a traveling stranger came to Adam's place and told him that he was dying. He asked for a priest to be fetched for his last rites, but Adam wouldn't go get one. AKA, his wife was like, please don't leave me alone with this man. So the stranger did, but Adam didn't even know his name, so he just buried him in an unmarked grave in the back of his yard and got back to work. And that's when it just went full conjuring in his home. He came outside to see that his chickens had randomly been... Adam said at night it sounded like there was a horse upstairs, like that's how loud the stomping was. But one night Adam has a dream, and in the dream he thinks he sees the man that can help him. And the haunting stopped after he went and got this man, who ended up being a Catholic priest like the stranger wanted. They blessed the grave, and if you visit you can see where they marked his burial site. For more Appalachian horror, check out this week's episode.
I would have told that guy he needs to go play somewhere else. We don't do that around here. That's too weird of a request. Nobody asked if they can in your house. Okay, wait a minute. I knew it. Yeah, no thanks, bro. I've seen this movie. I know how it ends. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a horror movie. It's called The Menu. It's alright.
The more advanced the civilization became, the less they put the work into recording that. It was weird. So, for instance, there's not a single writing left behind for Atlantis. They didn't do cuneiform writing into stones. They probably had paper, and they probably had digital records. Digital. The reason I say that is that we found some really weird artifacts in the Mediterranean over the last 100 years. There was an artifact found off of Greece that has mechanical components in it that don't make sense.
So this is the one Michio Kaku talked about. This was down at the bottom of the Mediterranean.
That's it. Thank you.
Around 1900 or so, there was a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, and divers found an instrument encrusted in coral. It looked like a piece of junk, but when they cleaned it, they realized, no, it's a machine that is 2,000 years old.
I watched that full episode. It's kind of clickbaity. The machine was, I think it was more of a mechanical machine. It wasn't like a computer like we have today. I think it was meant to track the stars or something. But that's still a pretty interesting theory. I mean, we're pretty advanced and we use paper and also digital records. So, I mean, he might be onto something, maybe. Terrifying moment. Riders are forced to get off at Cedar Point roller coaster and walk down its 200-foot high staircase. Yeah, no, man. You'd have to carry me down. I'm sorry.
They said all I needed was a new logo and some more exposure, and then everything would be alright. And then 6 months later, my entire marketing budget was murdered.
Hey you, yes you, is trying to get customers online driving you crazier than your ex? Thinking of doing a tequila enema or throwing your MacBook out of the moving car window? Tools to do this, tools to do that. Pixels for this and cookies for that. As you work longer, harder, earlier, later, on weekends and whenever you get a spare moment. Listening to podcasts at 2x speed while scanning for inbox 0. Refreshing LinkedIn as you pretend to pay attention on a Zoom call that you don't even need to be on. It's okay, there's a solution. Here it is, there is no solution. Did I hurt your feelings? Do you want a band-aid and a cuddle? But seriously, if you finally want to get more clients, customers and sales than you can possibly handle, then listen up. Because what I've learned from growing the #1 fastest growing agency in the country and generating my clients over $7.8 billion in sales is that doing so isn't a result of luck, hope, or praying to the internet gods. It's a result of having a selling system that takes complete randos on the internet, from who are you to shut up and take my money. Hey Siri, how do I get more customers?
I'd rather rub habanero chilies in my eyeballs than help you solve that problem.
Not having one is like playing business on hard mode. Alright, let me show you how we do this using something called the larger market formula. In any given market, only 3% of people are looking to buy right now. Then there's a further 17% of the market that are in information gathering mode. These are the window shoppers who may not be looking to buy right now, but are open to it. Then there's a further 20% who are problem aware, meaning that they might know that they need a new car, need to lose weight, get more clients, etc., but aren't actively researching or looking to buy. Then there's the other 60% who aren't problem aware or looking to buy. Now here's where things burn like a mouthful of fire ants. Most businesses spend all their time, money and attention on the 3% of the market that's looking to buy now. So there's way more money targeting the 97% of prospects outside of the top of the pyramid. Because believe it or not, even disinterested prospects can turn into lucrative customers if you know how to approach them. The problem is that most people treat every lead like the 3% that are looking to buy now. That's a stupid idea. It's going to zero. Take it behind the barn and shoot it. So forget about DMing strangers till the cows come home, running complicated webinar and quiz funnels. Because if you want to slap $500,000 on the ass, this selling system is much quicker, easier and faster than anything you've seen before. Once you have this system, everything becomes cheaper. Usually a lot cheaper. Your cost per click drops, conversion rates increase, leads are cheaper, and as a result, your cost to acquire a customer is cheaper, much cheaper. If you don't believe me, keep going through our funnel. Yeah, this one. And pay very close attention to the whole silky smooth process. And ask yourself, what if I had the same thing? Because if all your marketing is screaming, buy my stuff, you're doing the equivalent of walking up to complete strangers and asking them to marry you on the first day. Okay, so want one of these selling systems for your own business so you can make some extra money, so you can buy things, expensive things, like Dyson fans, Aesop hand cream, and weird flavored juices. Well, don't worry, Skippy, because not only am I revealing every little piece of the system in my best-selling book, today I'm going to send you a copy for free. So never again do you have to put your hard-earned money behind a
Here's another guy, not paying a lick of attention. Yep. Wow. That was pretty clean, man. You got very lucky. That was a clean 10 out of 10 landing.
Yuri Lipsky. He's from Moscow, and he was on vacation in Egypt where he wanted to do a dive. The dive he was planning was at a location called the Blue Hole. Divers will drop into the Blue Hole and descend 181 feet. It's there where they find something called the Arch. It's an 85-foot long tunnel, and once you swim all the way through, you get to the Red Sea. The danger is that the Blue Hole is very deep, and you do not want to descend past the Arch. The Blue Hole drops around 400 feet down. Then there is a ledge, and you could slip off and you could go down thousands and thousands of feet. Now, to do this dive, you need to be a very experienced scuba diver. You also need a special mix of gas. Because everyone said that Yuri couldn't go in, he just decided to sneak in. So we strapped on a camera and jumped in. There's a video of this entire incident. I'm just going to show pictures here, but if you want to see the video, you can go find it. But yeah, the video is pretty sad, so that's why I decided I'm not going to play it. Everything starts off normal, and he kind of wanders away from the group, and then he eventually gets to this point where there is this little ledge. So he goes over the ledge, and in the video you notice that he is dropping at a very rapid rate. As it continues, it gets darker and darker, and it almost seems as if he's not really aware of what's going on. It doesn't seem like he's making much effort. And it starts to get really dark. Then he makes contact with the ground. It is here where you can hear him trying to activate his buoyancy compensator, something that you can inflate to help bring you back up to the surface, but unfortunately his had a leak. He also had a weight belt on, and he had the wrong type of air in his tanks. His watch is beeping, and he looks at his gauge, and he is down 392 feet. He then tumbles over, and he is on a slant, so he is sliding down this embankment. Remember, he is close to an edge that drops off thousands and thousands of feet. Yuri continued to struggle until everything would go still. At the depth that he was at, we can assume that he had nitrogen narcosis. And it wasn't until days later, when his family noticed he didn't return home, that they began to look for him. That's when they found him at the bottom of the blue hole with his camera running.
All these videos are gonna ruin swimming for me. I think we all pretty much have that fear. I don't even like thinking about it. It's so dark.
Good morning, guys. Sorry, I was all into that video just now.
Blackwell
I'm
bought
trying
a
to
$10
find
scratch-off ticket to prove to her husband that they were a total waste of money. But she failed to prove her point since the ticket ended up being a $1 million jackpot winner. Sodium nitrate is the secret ingredient that will turn any cheese into a creamy nacho cheese sauce. By pure coincidence, sodium nitrate's chemical formula spells out the word nacho. A Bosnian couple began cheating on each other when they both started talking to another person online. When they decided to meet in person, the couple realized they'd been cheating on each other with each other. While randomly watching Stuart Little with his daughter in 2009, a Hungarian art historian spotted a famous long-lost painting that was used as a prop. Sleeping Lady with a Black Vase had been missing since 1928 until a Stuart Little set designer picked it up at an antique shop for $500. The historian contacted producers to alert them of its value, and the painting later sold at auction for more than $300K.
What is it with famous valuable paintings being bought at thrift stores? That's not the first time I've heard someone making a fortune because they found something valuable. I gotta start thrifting.
Thing about a guy who used to work in the Navy in the 70s. They placed an acoustic sensor device all throughout the ocean floor in the certain areas. This was to map the ocean floor, detect submarines, and find anomalies and stuff. One of the contacts while in the Navy who was responsible for monitoring the sensors, they would discuss underwater submersible objects that would travel at thousands of miles per hour underwater.
What are you talking about?
He said they also have detected various structures underwater that are active and that they stay clear of. So those might be like volcanoes or whatever, but they're detecting actual anomalies
This came out
underwater.
recently?
This is a report from a guy that worked in the Navy in the 1970s.
That was in the 70s?
It would be the perfect place to hide if you think about it. We don't really have that many submarines that can go that deep. I wonder why we just haven't perfected that.
Ah!
哦，实在是很无聊哎。那这样也行。
That Squirrel's looking to get that settlement money, bro. You better lawyer up.
Nothing more powerful than you. Making your thing happen. Really going for it. Doing business on your terms. Giving it your all. Making a difference. And loving what you do. Every single day. Feeling fearless, fulfilled, free. When there's nothing holding you back. What would your thing be?
Moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring. Put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq and left bathroom emergency behind. Check.
When UC got in my way, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my gastro saw damage,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastro about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Another swamp puppy getting yeeted into oblivion. That thing was like 50% head, bro. Oh. My boy climbed out that hole like it was nothing. That's crazy though. There was no chance in hell he was gonna stop. Those planks do not look like they're tied down by anything. Some zip ties or even floss would have been nice. Oh, come on, man. You're not even trying. What? That's hilarious, bro. I was gonna say this was me when I was working as a waiter, and I was nowhere near this bad. That's one way to do it, I guess. This looks like a really insufficient and dumb way to land. I don't know exactly what they were doing. Yo, that looked painful. I wasn't gonna laugh. The first comment here says police brutality. No, what the hell, man. Alright guys, so bear with me here. This footage is not as cool as I remember it was. It's still pretty interesting. I'll play the video and then explain. So basically, my uncle, he travels across a lot of Mexico. He's probably been to every corner of Mexico. He just loves traveling. He has no kids, no wife, nothing. He lives in a big 2-story house by himself and basically dedicates his entire second floor to collecting artifacts and just souvenirs, specifically of the ancient kind or stuff related to like Aztecs and stuff like that. So yeah, this is all stuff that he's basically collected over the years. I'll let you guys see these. Some of this stuff he personally has found himself. Like I said, he likes to do a lot of traveling. Sometimes he'll go for hikes in different areas in Mexico, or sometimes he will buy some of these off of people that have found them themselves. So let's start with the ones he personally found, which I thought were the weirdest. So these 3 little alien-looking things, these actually he found himself. He specifically said he was hiking somewhere, and he said he found them in the monte, which just means a hill, like a hill. I don't remember exactly. He saw these weird shapes that looked like they were sticking out of the ground, and he found all 3 of these here, which in my opinion look like the ones that look most like aliens and not like us. So you see here.
worry, Pella Window Replacement is on sale now. Visit PellaReplacement.com to learn more.
If you look at them up close, they have all these weird features. These might be headdresses, who knows, but they look like aliens to me, so. And then you have, pretty sure, like, this whole section here, he's probably purchased off of people that have found these. But most of this stuff is pretty legitimate. He's had people from a supposed museum approach him, and try to buy some of these off of him to put them on display. But he thinks a lot of times that they're not even really, they don't really work for museums or anything, because they'll try and lowball them. They'll offer them like $150, but like in pesos. And obviously, you know, he'd rather just have them sitting in his house on display. Like, his whole second floor in his house is really crazy. I'll show you the rest. Yeah, you got these guys here. They're pretty creepy looking. These just look like basic, you know, like Aztec figures that he's found. They're holding little bowls and stuff. Now these two up here, these are really creepy. These are actually the ones with the creepy story. So these two up here, this tall one with this tablet with a face on it, and this short one, he will never separate them, because he says that ever since he got these two, if he keeps them separate, was it these two? I think it was these two. Yeah, it has to be these two, because I think he says he keeps them right next to each other. It's either these two or another pair. But basically, he says that when he goes to sleep at night, he can hear some very faint crying. Very, like, ever so slightly, like, it wakes him up. And he figured that it was two of his statues. I don't know if I believe him. I'm not really as superstitious as most people, but I just thought that was creepy. Also, this thing has like a face on it. He's holding like a tablet with a face on it, like it's the Evil Dead book. That's really creepy. So yeah, basically that's pretty much the creepiest thing, I guess, that he's had happen to him from having these, is that he does not like separating because he thinks they come to life or something. Now this one, this big creepy thing, he actually, I think, bought. And also this calendar, this isn't made of stone. I think it's like paper mache, like the same material piñatas are made of, but he likes having them on display with all the original stuff. He also makes a lot of things like headdresses and stuff, because he does a lot of stuff for a local, you could call it a local parade, where they do like a traditional Aztec dance and stuff. But yeah, he keeps a lot of these creepy figurines in his house. This one especially I thought was creepy. I went back up there when it was dark at night, and I swear some of these things feel like they're staring at you. Yeah, and then he's got like this also, I think it's a paper mache Aztec calendar. But he does have more of the figures up here. These are all original too. Here's some more up here. All this stuff is handmade, fake, handmade, fake. All this stuff is like all handmade. Only the statues are real. And this one, I forgot about this one. I forgot the reasoning behind why I think he got scared of something startled him, and he actually dropped this one. You can see the cracks here while he was cleaning them, and after that he stopped cleaning them because he doesn't want to break them. He's old, he's like 60. This is the creepiest thing ever, dude. This is like a vase. It looks like a vase, but I don't know if you can tell, it's got a face on it. I don't know why they would make a face on this thing, but all these things are just super creepy. Yeah, here's more of the statues. There's my big self. That was like 50 pounds heavier. As you can see, he's got all these weird wall decorations. And this specific thing, he has a story behind this too. So he bought this off some guy that had also found this, I think, in a cave system or something. And this used to be completely sealed. So as you can see, it's like a box. And then one day, some poachers or whatever you want to call them, people that basically like grave robbers, where they look for like gold and stuff, they approached him pretending to be also with the museum. See, it's all cracked here, from a museum that they wanted to examine this thing and blah, blah, blah. It turns out that the guy that originally owned this knew that there was something inside this, but he had never attempted to open it because it's obviously ancient. He doesn't want to break anything. So he thinks that at one point, or when he had it, there was maybe some type of gold jewelry or something, or some gold inside it. Because after these guys were done with it, they returned it and they said they dropped it and it was all broken. And obviously he knew that they broke this thing open and took whatever was inside of it out. The box was no longer useful to that guy, or he felt like he no longer had value, and my uncle purchased it off of him. And you can see that, you know, they put a bunch of glue and stuff to put it back together. But yeah, that's pretty much the tour of his mini museum that he keeps upstairs. I don't know how he sleeps at night. All this stuff would creep me out. Look at all this weird stuff. Yeah, he's kind of a weirdo. All this also handmade stuff. None of this is original. Here's this like little Aztec empire that he has. Like when I say he has a museum, like a mini museum, it's no joke. The videos do it no justice. It looks way crazier in real life. Yeah, but he's got a couple more figurines here. All these, all the ones that basically have no color and they're dirty. These are all the ones that he's collected over the years. These are original. Everything else, he like, you know, it's handmade, stuff like that. Either he makes it or he buys it off of somebody. But yeah, that was pretty much it. There's not much else to tell. I'm not very good at telling stories. I'm good at reading stuff out. There you go. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome, and I appreciate all of you guys. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.
Son, let's go help people customize and save $652 with Liberty Mutual.
As harder than steel, and we typically use diamond-tipped electric buzzsaws to cut through it these days. So this box was abandoned by the Egyptians due to this mistake in the cut. Now wait, hold up. I want you to think about this for a sec. Modern explanations claim that the methods ancient Egyptians used to cut granite involved painfully slow and repetitive sawing techniques using copper tools. Don't you think they would have noticed a mistake like this way sooner if they were actually using those snail-paced techniques? Cut like this would have taken several hours, if not days of work, and there's no way they would have done it for that long without noticing this error. They were way smarter than that. Like seriously, the top Egyptologists claim this is how they cut granite back then. A rate of 4 millimeters per hour, and they're still standing by it. Clearly, the people cutting this block would have booked this mistake much earlier in the process. And they'd have no reason to continue sawing the granite for hours or even days longer as soon as they saw this inaccuracy. Unless they were using some other unknown cutting technique, one that is far quicker than our history books suggest, and possibly far more advanced than even our diamond-tipped buzzsaws. Hey, yo, I gotta go. I've said too much.
There's other videos of actual, I think, engineers that have come out and said that they don't think they were cutting stones with hand tools, that they were using some sort of power tools.
When I read or listened to parts of the Book of Enoch, it talks about fallen angels coming down and teaching the people weaponry, technology, how to farm, how to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then they slept with women and created Nephilim. And then in the Book of Enoch, it said these were giant men. Their appetite can never be sustained or whatever. So they would start eating men. And so they're just like these evil, giant creature men. But this Native American talked about in America, these star people came down and they taught the natives how to make bow and arrows and how to cultivate farm and like all this stuff. And he says, and then these star people would sleep with the women of the tribe. These women would give birth to giants. These giants had red, long hair. He said they would eat the men of our village, or just the people. So we had to drive them out and kill them and stuff. I'm like,
it's all lining up.
What?
And like I said, that's not that crazy. The tallest recorded person ever was 8 feet 11 inches. That's almost 9 feet. By definition is a giant, right?
This is why I say Mexico is extremely haunted.
and this TikTok only just proves my theory. The TikTok that I'm about to show you is actually filmed in Monterrey, Mexico, where my family is originally from. I also do a lot of scary stories and scary videos about parts of Mexico, and if you want to check it out, just go on my page. The video that I'm about to show you, a TikToker was recording his friends playing on the swings, having a good time late at night. But if you look at the video, you can see something in the corner of the right side coming in and out. Just watch this video. It gave me the chills. Do you guys think that they truly caught something on camera that is unexplainable? Or do you think it is all just a hoax? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you have a scary story or scary video you want to show me, make sure you send it to me at shinebibleStar@gmail.com.
Nothing more powerful than you making your thing happen, doing business on your terms, making a difference, and loving what you do every single day. When there's nothing holding you back, what would your thing be?
That looks like a real person, kind of just creeping in the background. Not a host, maybe a creep.
I can never eat Oreos again. Check this out. Watch this sedan.
Through this book and I see an Oreo and my high hungry ass is like, that looks good, but hold on, wait, what? There's no way the Leviathan crosses are this cookie. Yes, it is. What?
Wow.
Alright, so I guess Leviathan likes Oreos. These are now Leviathan's favorite cookie. I really want to know if this was done on purpose.
It was.
And for what purpose?
It's Satanism. In ancient times, they honored Satan by consuming a symbol of him through blood or sacrifice. Still practiced today with the satanic order.
Wow.
Be wise as serpents, my brothers and sisters, and
It's a good thing I've always bought the bootleg version, so I guess I'm okay. Got that great value, baby.
All the lakes are man-made holding tanks. A lot of those actually have cities underneath that.
Let's talk primary water.
So with the water situation, what they're trying to push is that we're running water. And we're not running water. We will never run water because we live on a water planet. And this is actually funny that relates to this whole topic. Is on Instagram, that's the only video that they actually fact that I posted up about how we are not of water. They said that this is false and that we are out of water. I've never seen any other video other than the nonsense and whatever else. But so that must be what they're trying to move into next. But basically what there is that it's called primary water. It's water that comes up from inside the earth. If you ever go to like a spring or like a volcano or a creek or a river, you see all that roaring water. It's basically the combination of hydrogen and oxygen coming up from inside the earth to create unlimited new water that does not have pesticides, that does not have sprays, that does not have fluoride. There's no chemicals in it. So what they're going to try to do is, and that's what they're doing right now, is they're trying to say, the lakes are getting low, which all the lakes are man-made holding tanks. So this is a real big one. When you look at a lake, there's 53,000 holding tanks in the United States alone. A lot of those actually have cities underneath that. That's a whole other topic.
What?
Yeah. So if you go to like South Carolina, there's a lake with a fence around it, and there's the military people who are there, and there's a city below there. There's all buildings and a lot of stuff underneath there. So it's interesting with Lake Mead also being low, there's a city next to it, which it looked like it was completely covered in mud. And that's another one that's right next to the lake.
Okay,
so some of these,
dude.
Yeah, you stumbled on.
You stumbled on something. Are these military cities, or are these like something like we don't know about?
They would be pretty much kind of like cities you just never knew existed at one time, right?
Yo, what's good? So with the use of a few different programs, I'm trying to come up with some logo designs. So I'm using Midjourney, Procreate, Canva, and can you draw straight lines? Not really. it's really hard to draw a straight line, so normally I use a ruler. But if you on here, you can draw like, hold on, let me see if I can get close enough for you to see. Even if your line isn't really straight, if you just hold a pencil, it'll make it straight for you. And you can shorten it and lengthen it, and it's completely straight line. From a squiggly line. So watch again. If I can't hold my hand absolutely straight, if I just stop, it'll straighten out for you. Same thing with this, with a circle. If you can't draw a perfect circle and it's kind of like messed up a little bit, and you just hold still, and it'll make it nice and crisp for you. But no, I'm not really good at drawing straight lines. That's why I do a lot of portraits and people, because people don't have straight lines. So like this is a whole painting right here, and there's very few straight lines on there at all. There's not a lot of straight lines, and the lines that are mostly just in the letters. I use a ruler for that. So I got like rulers and straight edges if I need to make lines. But most of my paintings don't have like a lot of lines in it. Well, that shirt has a lot of lines, but they're not all perfectly straight lines, so it was easy. Like in this picture with the feet, there are no straight lines in there anywhere. Cub. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what a cub is. What a perspective cub? No. I don't know what you're talking about. It's hard to listen to this guy's videos without watching it, because he's actually just showing other videos, and that's the thing. He wants you to see this stuff and not just hear it. But I don't know. I'm trying to just listen to it. I actually think I need to adjust this a little bit. You know what, honestly? Well, yeah, honestly, it would be chopped. Let me see something. Damn. I think I'm doing this wrong, because this would actually... It will look more, you know what? Let me just fill this in. I tried to do, I don't know, more of a different design, but I don't think that'll make sense. I don't think it'll make sense. So let me just do it like I thought I was going to do it the first time. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Too much.
What the hell?
Oh man, I'm looking for some information from my homie. I'm trying not to call his ass. Let me see if I wonder how would I be able to change that one just enough. But those are some more ideas. Let's see.